So Samoa Joe just won the AEW World Heavyweight Championship in a match which I saw and I thought wasn't too bad. It was a pretty decent match against Hangman Page in the steel cage. There was plenty of interference as you come to expect with the Ops. Will Hobbs sort of ripped the chain off the cage, which was cold. You need to see more stuff like that. Samoa Joe was bleeding. It was a good match. Samoa Joe and Hangman are more than serviceable wrestlers. They're going to have a good match. I think Hook came in, he turned on Hangman, joined the Ops. Maybe he's already been a part of the Ops. I don't watch AEW week to week, so I really can't speak to that. But Samoa Joe, is the new world champion, and I wasn't really expecting Samoa Joe to win here, and I like that he did because again, it's the sort of thing where I think everyone was expecting Hangman to hold his championship at least into the new year. No one was expecting Hangman when he won this belt to lose it so soon. So again, I like that because what does he do? It creates buzz, it creates interest, in my opinion. Right now, Samoa Joe is world champion. I wasn't expecting that. I'm probably going to watch. I'm probably going to catch something from the next episode of Dynamite now. And that's what we need to do. That's what we need to keep the fans sort of always engaged. Always keep them guessing, bro. People say, like, I know they always say the predictable thing isn't always the bad thing, but you want to entertain people. You need to swerve them. You need to, just because it makes sense. Stories don't always need to make sense, bro. Have a change. Change something every now and again, Change an ending. Make it less predictable. And that's what they did here, to be fair to AEW. Samoa Joe's the champ, and Samoa Joe will be a fine champ. And then, of course, at the end, after the match, Swerve Strickland came out. Obviously, he had a burning house vignette play before. That was pretty fire because, of course, Hangman did burn down his gaff. That's hilarious. That's good shit. That's what I want to see in boxing, in wrestling. I want to see people's houses get set on fire. I want to see people get put through flaming tables. I want to see people get glass smashed over the head. Sent into tags. Like I want to see all that stuff. I don't want to see it in every match, but I want to see that stuff. Right? So yeah, burn a man's house down. Because now, that storyline will go down in like AEW history as like one of the most intense storylines. One of the most hardcore blood feuds where these two guys hated each other. And for the rest of their careers, they are sort of bonded with one another. Due to those matches, due to that rivalry. And that's what Hangman and Strickland is now. They're going to have a love-hate relationship, no doubt. They're probably going to run it back with the Ops. Maybe they'll do like a tag team thing, a 2v2 maybe, or a 3v3. Do like Eddie Kingston, Hangman, and Swerve v Senor Joe, Hobbs and Hook or Shibata. You could do that. Blood and guts match, maybe 3v3, maybe, I don't know. They've got options, and that's what I like. That's what you need. There needs to be options. There needs to be multiple paths you can go down at any one time. Right? So yeah, good match, unexpected victory, but that's not a bad thing. I'm a fan of Samoa Joe. He's older, he's lost a step, of course. You don't have the career he's had and still be a fresh chicken by this point in his career. A guy that's more than 20 years in the game, of course he's going to be a bit older. But still should be capable of, having good matches consistently in the main events of shows. But yeah, it just makes it more interesting. Yeah, they switched it up. I like it. Samoa Joe's a new world champ. I'd be curious to know what you guys thought of the match. And what did you think of Samoa Joe winning the belt in general? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag. And I'm out. Peace.